Hello, back again from NAB Show. Today with me is Alex Kataoka, the product manager of EDIUS. And yeah, finally again NAB Show. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels great to be back to the show, and it's great to see that people coming back to these venues. Yeah, it's a great experience.
Yeah, and the interest is high. We see a lot of people around here at the Grass Valley booth. We see that Grass Valley has a focus now on the AMP solution, so the Agile Media Production or Processing Platform. And yeah, there's some news from the EDIUS side as well for that.
Yes, so at the show, we are showing EDIUS support for AMP. In detail, we're supporting the FrameWrite X plugin to support the AMP assets and editing them directly in EDIUS.
Yeah, and we have shown that before that it's possible to get connected to AMP, but one big wish from many customers was that they could use the web editor, which is an editor which basically works in HTML5, so in a browser, and accesses the AMP system. And if you start a project there, which is a basic editor, so you have some tracks, you have audio, you can do some video effects as well. If there's a chance to continue a project which you start in the browser, then later with EDIUS.
Yeah, so the new feature that we're showing here is the ability to bring in the projects coming from the web editor. You can drop them into the EDIUS timeline as a sequence clip, and when you double click it, you see the whole edit coming directly from the web editor.
So that's really cool, and I think many people have been waiting for that functionality because it really allows you to continue in a very easy way. It's just really like a double click on the sequence, and when you're in EDIUS, you have all the functions from EDIUS. We have been doing some presentations here showing what you can do compared to the web editor with EDIUS, like motion tracking or additional effects, working with more layers, and people really like that. And then when you have edited the project in EDIUS, what do you do then with AMP?
So after you're editing, you can export back to AMP, and the clip will be registered into AMP as an AMP clip, or you can send the export out to a playout for various purposes.
Yeah, so it's really completely integrated in the AMP workflow. And this is a very important information also for those customers who have been working in the past with Stratus, right? Because right now there is not a support for Stratus for EDIUS 10, but now we have support for AMP in EDIUS 10, and so there is a way to come from Stratus to AMP and from EDIUS 9 to EDIUS 10.
Yes. So AMP also supports having Stratus as a underlayer. Yeah. So the current Stratus customers can have sort of like an AMP umbrella covering the current assets and the systems that they own. So that will be, and by providing this AMP plugin for EDIUS 10, this will provide the functionality for EDIUS 10 to support Stratus contents too.
Yeah. So it's great for those customers who are working like in big companies and in newsrooms, television, who have many seats, to have those big systems. But what would people do who would like to work like together and they don't have like the same amount of money or the same business? Is there a chance to have like the opportunity to have something like AMP or media asset management on the EDIUS platform?
So we have been talking from the beginning of EDIUS 10 of a new architecture of EDIUS called the EDIUS Hub, which provides a database platform for managing contents between EDIUS and Mink clients. So this provides a support for sharing clips and also sharing EDIUS projects between multiple EDIUS and Mink systems.
I think we already gave like a preview at IBC show on that technology. So this is something which has been growing. We see that I think the same kind of technology which is working in the background is now used for the integration into AMP. And this technology, is something which probably in the future more people will be able to use?
So we hope to provide sort of like a compact sharing solution where multiple editors and multiple Mink viewers can share contents and clips, and that would be a more sort of affordable, compact approach for those small-scale solutions.
So this is not an official product announcement, but it gives an idea that in the future we will see something like a new product which allows EDIUS editors, Mink users to connect in the same network?
So we already have this EDIUS Hub released to some customers, but we plan to productize this to a more, easier to provide, easier to set up a system where system integrators and customers can build by themselves.
Well, that sounds really cool. I guess many customers who have 2, 3, 4, 5 seats using EDIUS, they would really like to have such a system because working together, sharing metadata, sharing markers, sharing comments, tags on video footage or media files, that is obviously something which is very, very useful when working together. So that's a good outlook. And maybe with this outlook, I say thank you, Alex, for this future plans. And again, it's not yet a product announcement, but something is coming.
Yes, hopefully in the near future.
Okay, so enjoy your NAB show. All the best.
Thank you very much.